So hiding here in the middle of the maritime forest are a series of these lagoons or freshwater ponds. Some of them are very tiny, just in the little swales between the old dune lines. Some of them are larger ponds. This one is one that we manage for waterfowl. So they're very interesting ponds in that they don't have any streams running in or out. So it's just groundwater. So when it rains a lot, they're full ponds. So like now in wintertime, this is a fairly full pond. In the summertime, it'll just, right here on my right, it'll just be basically a small mud puddle, and it'll be open field all around it. We come in and plow that field and plant it in millet, which is a grass that waterfowl like to eat. And so late in the fall, we'll plant it. It'll come up into millet, and then when the fall and winter rains come in, it floods that, and the waterfowl will come in, land on the pond, do that little duck tilt their butts up in the air thing, and feed on those little seed heads. But these ponds are really marvelous because they're like the ponds in the Serengeti of Africa. Animals migrate towards them for water in the summertime. And off here on my left, you'll see on these live oak trees that are sort of exposed, they have this sort of gray cast to them, and that's all different species of lichen that are growing on the limbs. The mid-Atlantic has one of the greatest diversity of species of lichens in the world, and this site has been studied for its lichen diversity. So it's a really interesting mix of plants and animals that are all sort of gathered around this lagoon, this oasis in the middle of the forest. Other animals that use this, you'll see some bird houses on the far side on those green posts. Those are tree swallow bird houses, and tree swallows are doing something unusual where most birds are moving their range north with climate change. They're actually expanding somewhat southward. And so working with researchers at Davidson University, we're studying how they're changing their nesting behavior to see if that may be what's allowing them to move their range southward. And also working their way along the edge of the forest here, you'll see kingfishers, which will dive in here and eat frogs and other things. But there are no fish in this pond at all because there's no water flowing in and out.